What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Strikeout Beer Quick Beer Reviews with your pals, Alan, Rapid Dave, and Rapid Dave.
I'm Alan.
What's up, buddy?
Oh, just living the dream, brother.
Oh, I mean, you brought this banger over to us. This is a mix pack from Bero. This is
Bero.
Bero? This is Tom Holland's beer out of London. We're going to kick it off with Noon Wheat here. As you can see, non-alcoholic brew, contains less than 0.5% alcohol by volume. Born in London, crafted in America, enjoy worldwide. Cloudy and classic, perfect citrus finish. Bright and sessionable. I would assume so. It's a NA. Let me go ahead and crack it. I'll read the rest of the ingredients. I think you got a little bit over.
I got a little
just about the beer.
About just the brand. So Bero is a premium non-alcoholic beer created by Tom Holland for those who never settle. We believe well-being is holistic. It's not about compromise, but about striking the perfect balance between pleasure and moderation.
Never compromise.
Inspired by our founder's own journey, Bero is an invitation to experiencing life's richness fully and without holding back. With Bero in hand, you're not just drinking. You're embracing a badge of pride, one that belongs in your fridge, your bar, or your store, signifying a life enriched. Our commitment to excellence makes Bero more than just a beverage. It's the highest quality in the category, a pour above the rest, in a glass that's always full. Beer was not a substitute. It's the new gold standard in beer.
There you go.
Shazam.
Bam. Best served cold with friends. Malt beverage with natural flavors. Near beer. Why does it say near beer contains less? They're not calling this beer? It's not. It's near beer. It's called water, malted barley, malted wheat, malted oats, hops, yeast, and other natural flavors. Maybe it doesn't pass the purity test or something like that.
I don't know.
Near beer. I've never heard of near beer.
So this is the wheat?
Yeah, this is a smell. It smells great.
It does.
Noon wheat. What is it? Coriander or something? What that is? Man,
and so we have good. 3 of these here, so you can get a mix pack. It's a 12-pack with 3 different beers, 4 of each. It's pretty tasty.
That's interesting, to say the least.
So I did have this on the show a couple weeks ago.
Okay.
Didn't talk a ton about it.
Yeah.
Because I knew we were going to be doing the reviews on it, but I just got to say, pretty good.
It's good flavor up front. You get like a little bit of a rush towards the end. Carbonation obviously is there. It's they call it straw. You know, it's quite pale. It's got a paper white head on it. Then it poured great. Like I was able to just dump really hard pour. That's what I've been doing with the beers lately. Is just hard pouring them. Like, screw it. If I get 6 ounces in there, I get 6 ounces in there. You know what I'm saying?
Get what you get, and you don't throw a fit.
Yeah, damn right about that. And I've been watching. I tell you what, there's a couple dudes I watch on YouTube now, and just listen to them describe what they're smelling and tasting and all that. It's amazing. Like me, and I don't have a good sniffer.
Not quite the wordsmith that they are.
I don't have the sniffer. You know what I mean? And the taste, I can tell you what I like about it. You know, if it's good or if it's bad. But boy, But yeah, that thing is crystal clear, transparent. That it's got that classic golden. You know,
especially for a wheat beer. Sometimes in your wheat beer, you'll see
a little bit of clouding,
little floaters.
Yeah,
you know?
and floaters. I think that's with your unfiltered beer, right?
But most of your wheat, again, it's the wheat, and most of your wheat is unfiltered.
Jam pack, man, a jam band. Every time you bring up wheat beers, I always go back to jam band. Whoa, what a great night!
This is pretty tasty. Like this is a good entrance into the non-alcoholic beer.
I would say it's not even just an. This is one of your higher end. It tastes like, you know what I mean. Obviously, the money, the whatever, and this it was a 12-pack, right?
Yeah.
How much that set you back?
$18, I think.
$18. So it's not overly priced.
$18.99, I think.
And you get a variety of beers too.
3 different.
It tastes really good. It's clean. It's quite crisp, even though it is a wheat, and you got a little bit of that flavor in the back. Of your mouth there. It's just kind of sitting, but what I like about it is it doesn't have. If you've been watching this channel for a while, I always say classic NA aftertaste.
Doesn't have it. None of that.
It's just beer. It's crazy. It's just beer.
It dresses down the glass real well too. Like
that flavor is good.
It's really tasty.
It's gotta be that wheat, right? It's a wheat beer, and then probably you're getting a little bit less of that. Sometimes your wheat beers could be a little bit sour, something like that, a little extra. Right. But man, I tell you what, it's good. All right,
tasty. Yeah, go with that one right there. I think that's the IPA, right?
So this one is Bero Hill Hazy IPA. Again, non-alcoholic beer or brew. It doesn't say beer; it says brew. 0.5 or less than 0.5% alcohol by volume. Juicy New England style, tropical and refreshing, smooth and hop forward. Again, born in London, crafted in America. Best served cold with friends near beer again. Now this one, the ingredients: water, malted barley, malted malted wheat, malted oats, hops, and yeast. All right, they're out of North Glen. Brewing company, North Glen Company. All right, well, whatever. Just trying to read this tiny font over here. When we're getting older, we can't read it. Can't see it as well anymore. So,
but yeah, no. So they have the 3 different ones. That's all that they have listed. And you can get them 6 packs, 12 packs, 18 packs, and 24 packs on these bad boys. And I like the cans. Like, I think the cans are pretty cool.
With the gold in the color?
Yeah. I think they're designed the cans really well to grab your attention.
Yeah. Is that kind of what the 12-pack look like?
Simplistic, yeah. If you want to see what a picture of the 12-pack looks like, you can, if you're a part of our Patreon, you can see that.
There you go.
I posted the whole display that they had set up at Target is where I picked this up at.
Oh, cool.
They had a whole end cap out there for it.
Patreon.com/strikeoutbeer.
Wow, check it out.
So this is a little bit, for a hazy, it's a little bit lighter. It's super light.
But it does look hazy. Like it has that hazy look. I know we've had several hazy NAs that don't look like hazy beers at all. They're a lot of them are all clear. This one is not.
This one should be just a hair darker. Good head on it. You saw me pour it crazy. White head on it. Vapor white. A lot of bubbles.
That's tasty.
A lot of bubbles. It smells juicy.
Delicious. Yep.
Juicy.
It's got a juicy taste to it. A lot of flavor with these.
I'd say it dissipates quickly on this one. It does. It dissipates quickly, but it's not bad. I was trying to figure out what kind of, if it's juicy, what is it? Is it pineapple or mango? It's like, that's what they use for
something like that.
You know what I'm saying? Like if you have a juicy IPA or a hazy,
it's got that pineapple taste. While they may not have the pineapple in it, it's the hops that they use that gives it that pineapple taste to it.
Yeah.
But it's pretty darn tasty, and it's dressing down the glass, which I like. All right, you don't get that with a lot of your NAs.
Boy, it smells good.
It does.
I should have brought the hazy expert in here. She's in the other room. Man, that's good. Super light. I will say this: super light. The other one I think had a little bit more natural feel to it.
Okay.
This one, I think because I know what it should, it should grab you a little bit harder. Some wheat beers can be a little bit on the lighter side anyways, a little bit, maybe a slightly tart, but not as aggressive or whatever as some of your hazies, right? Your hazies, tons of flavor, tons of either juicy, citrusy, piney, sticky type, whatever, depending on the hops they use. The haze on it, it's hazy. But it's a super light haze. That is a pale yellow, pale straw, if you want to call it that.
And here's one thing I'll say about these two so far.
But it finishes good.
The poundability is high on these. Mm-hmm. You can take these to pound town.
And I know you're probably saying, "Oh, it's because NA or whatever." No, some NAs suck, and some of them do. Like some of them are just not good beers, and then you have some that are actually really good. And this is like, if you're in the middle of dry January, or you just don't drink alcohol, right? For whatever reason.
You had to quit drinking, but you still like that beer flavor and that beer taste,
yeah, you
right?
want that beer taste.
This has it.
Yeah. These are legit, so far, 2 for 2. I do like this taste. I think maybe a little bit more. Maybe just a little bit more. I think the wheat right now has got the lead.
Okay.
All right. Let me see.
Now next up is the pills. Oh, buddy. But you are a pills guy.
What kind of pills are we talking here? A little Eastern
European? Beer. We're talking about beer.
So one, I love the green.
Yeah,
love that green. It's a fresh take on a bright and timeless, crisp European pills. You have water, malted barley, hops, and yeast.
It's Kingston Golden Pils is this one.
Okay. So it qualifies for the purity law, I think, right? Hops, yeast, and water and barley.
Yeah.
Let's see what we got here. Looks like one. It might not be 100% clarity. Some of these, but this is clear, crystal clear. Boy, look at the head on that. Look at that. I need to get this rag up off the ground because I got water.
I mean, that just looks great.
Please don't move my mouse. You put it down too quick, you might cancel the whole damn thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
you know how it is.
I hear you. We've all been there.
Snap a shot real quick. Looks good. Pilsners do have generally, they're pretty clear, right? Sometimes, every so often, you'll have it where it has a little bit of just not crystal clear.
It's got a real nice golden color to it, which it's a golden pill, so it should have that, right?
Golden Pils. Oh, buddy.
I mean, look at that.
Yeah. Clarity, golden color.
Smells pretty tasty.
Smells like a pill. I mean, it's just faint. It's just faint. That aftertaste.
It's got that Pils aftertaste that you have with your pill.
Pills
have a traditional aftertaste, and if you had a Pils, you know what we're talking about.
Yeah,
it has that.
Just like a blonde. A blonde has an aftertaste like that too. It's a different aftertaste than I'm. It's funny enough. I just had a German. I had a Czech Pils. I had a Italian Pils the other day, and I was like, okay, each one has they're distinctive in their own way, but yeah, this one it's different. It just tastes different.
Again, nice, flavorful.
That flavor,
good flavor.
It's interesting.
It's pretty tasty.
Like the initial and the mouthfeel is, I don't know what kind of hops they use. I don't know what's going on here, but it's interesting. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
But it's got it.
It's
it's not bad.
It's pretty darn good. We've drank a ton of NAs here recently. This has got to be, for me, these three have to be kind of towards the top of that list.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
I don't know, man. They're just really good.
We'll close out with that here in a second with like some other NAs or whatever. But yeah, that's one. It looks good. It checks the boxes, I think. But I want to know what that flavor is. I want to know what that taste is. I don't know what it is. I haven't had it before, but I like it, and I think it's interesting. And then obviously, to me, this tastes like more on par with the wheat beer, where it tastes like you're drinking. It's traditional, brother or sister that has alcohol in it. You know what I mean? It's on par. And even the hazy was fine, but it was just a little bit lighter than I think it should be. If you're hitting on these other two so well, then why couldn't the hazy be just a little bit?
Yeah, but it's also
I know it's
very distinct,
and you got to keep it in a
different, right? But I don't know. I think all three are really good. I've got more of these at home, and I'm excited to drink them. To be honest with you, this is something that I can sit back and drink, and will take place of your traditional beers, right? Yeah. If you're drinking NAs, if you're doing dry January, sober October, or just, hey, I just need to take a break, but I still want that beer taste and that beer flavor. This does it. Yeah, it really does.
And it's a real thing. Like, I don't want to drink tonight, or I don't want this, but I want to have a beer. I want.
But you're outside grilling, and you have to have a beer. Like it's just.
I want a beer. I want a beer.
This can do it.
Yeah, no, this one works. Just like we've said with Community, it's a local beer here in Dallas.
The Nada,
and then also Athletic. Athletic makes really good NA beers. We go through reviews and stuff like this. This is on par with that. This is like, okay, this is for real. I'm not tasting it. This isn't a taste test. I'm grabbing it because I'm planning on drinking it and actually having it. Yeah, I like it. Big thumbs up for me, for sure. I'm going to finish this off real quick.
Cheers, mazel, mazel, good things.
So, yeah, you have the wheat, the Pilsner,
and that Hazy IPA.
Hazy IPA. All stellar selections. I like the mix pack. I like go get a 12 pack. That's fine for beers that I know that I'm going to drink all 12 of those. This,
it's nice if you get the variety.
Curveballs all night, right? It's like, you get something to change it up, not necessarily a curveball, but a change up, right? I'm going to have this, and you get a nice little flavor selection.
And the nice thing with the 12 packs like this, where you have the 3 different beers and multiple of each one, if you go to a buddy's house, you can both try the same thing, right? And not have to share a beer. Now we just share a beer for these quick reviews because time wise, right? If we were to sit here and drink 3 full beers, it's going to take us a minute, right? Yeah. We want to try and get in and out, do some quick reviews. I think all 3 are really good. Definitely gets the thumbs up for me. I will buy this again. I will have it again, and I'll enjoy it.
Yep. The other thing I'd like to say, sometimes these are overcarbonated. So we talk about in the other one, the previous episode. All of a sudden, you're slamming these beers. Sometimes you like to drink a lot of it, and there's a lot of micro bubbles or just bubbly, and then all of a sudden you get that bubble, and then you're like, belching and things like that, or whatever. But this one seems pretty mellow. Like it was fine. Hard poured on both or all 3 for each of us, and the head foamed up perfectly, dissipated as it should, and it's just good. Just a good beer. This is a good beer.
Good and good for you.
Oh no.
And I've watched a lot of doctor shows, so I'm pretty sure I know what I'm talking about. But have you guys had this before? Let us know. If you haven't had it yet, go get it and give it a try and tell us what you think. We're curious. But hey, guys, as always, I'm Alan.
I'm RD.
Talk to you later. Deuces.